we know, we know, we know, we know, Jesus, you are a winner, winner, battle, battle, you go win again, oh, winner, winner, oh, winner, winner, oh, winner, Jesus, you are a winner, winner, battle, battle, you go win again, oh, winner. Whoa! All right, guys, how have you been? I looked at my channel at the 2 months. Where did the 2 months go? Hi. I'm so sorry, people, for being away for so long. You can see I'm in a totally new environment. Actually, I'm in the kitchen. You want to see the kitchen? Okay. Who likes the kitchen anyway? Dishes. Oh, well, they're not on the sink. Trying to keep the place a little bit neat and clean. Those are the tea bags that I drink in the UK. It's called Ceylon tea. I find Ceylon tea kind of like very close to Kenyan tea because the British tea here is so strong. I'm very sure my teeth are going to be brown by the end of it if I drink that stuff. It's terrible. But Ceylon tea, if you get like Ceylon tea or from Sri Lanka, you know, it's really good quality tea. Anyway, I'm not here to talk about Ceylon tea. I'm here to say hello to all my guys. How have you been? I really missed you guys. I'm really, really sorry that I haven't been vlogging. You know what I've been doing? I've been taking this time to find myself. Ooh, guy. I think for some reason I was a little bit lost, you know. I wasn't really sure what I was up to, but let me tell you the real truth. I was busy. I was really, really busy, you know. Some of us are researchers, writers, and we need space to write. And sometimes when you're writing, you know, you're really concentrating and focusing, that if you do anything else completely different, it kind of like can end up on your report, and you really don't want that, you know. And at the same time, after writing, you're just basically so poop tired. Just don't want to think about it. And of course, you can see I've changed environments, okay? I told you that I was traveling, right? I traveled and I came to the UK. This is also my home away from home because I actually was born here, really. I was born here to Kenyan parents, but then we moved to Kenya. So I kind of have like two lives. You know, I have two lives. The place of your birth is just as significant as where you were brought up. Even if it's not necessarily your tradition, you know, it's not like your ancestry, still the place that you were conceived and born is always very important. And that's the reason why I think for very many years they allowed people to have dual citizenship where you were born, because really where you're born, you know, you feel a connection, a real connection of some sort. Only up until a certain limit, and after that, done. So I've been following up with what's going on at home, eh? Hey, akina fulu, munaona hizi nywele? Imagine that hair that I was doing at Fulu's salon there, Mary's salon, with Akina Fulu who missed her stage, if you remember. I still have it, you know, much to their horror. Who's going to do my hair in England? Are you kidding? You know, by the time I find someone, but I just discovered that the pastor's wife is a professional braider. Oh! So hair, you know what? I found a little African church and I really like it. Next time I'm going to talk to the pastor and see whether we can actually like film. Some of you guys who are already in the UK, you know, you can come and like, let's build up this little church, you know. Have a little Swahili choir going and, you know, enjoy Sundays. Because, you know, that's the only time that we have to relate to our Maker. And for those of you who are not Christians, you know, you can relate on Fridays, maybe if you're Muslim, etc. But us guys, you know us, either Saturday or Sunday, that's the only time. And, you know, one of the things that they preach to us about is the importance of resting. Resting, apparently, is something that God not just like instituted, but he like commanded us to rest. We're supposed to rest, you know, on the seventh day, whichever seventh day it's gonna be. It doesn't have to be Sunday, Saturday, or Friday, but it has to be one day of the week. You're supposed to take the day off to worship and to actually rejuvenate yourself. And I think that's the reason why we get so many lifestyle diseases and stress, because we don't rest, you know. Some of the things that I wasn't able to do in Kenya, here in the UK, I'm able to do, such as reflect, think. Because, you know, when you're in Kenya, life moves so fast. With over 70% of the population being young, you know, the brains are going like, you know, 90 kilometers a minute, you know, basically. But over here, you know, everything is slow. Everything is on a schedule. And, you know, people's minds are much slow over here, believe it or not, you know. Africa is where there's pizzazz. This way you wake up. Over here you can get lost and start sleeping and look like, just like lost. But anyway, now I know I'm all over the place. You're trying to figure out, what is this woman all about? What is all this about, I don't even know where to start. That's what happens when you just don't record for like 2 whole months. What do you expect, man? That's what happens, You kind of get lost. But anyway, one of the things I wanted to ask you guys is this. I've been seeing on the news that there's so many companies that are letting people go in Kenya. And I'm worried about that because I'm saying to myself, so what's going to happen to all those unemployed people? Huh? These are like home, what do we say? These are leaders in their homes, These are the breadwinners in their homes. What happens? What happens to all those people who lose jobs? You guys, you have to be thinking on your feet. Thinking on your feet. And I think, all of us have to think on our feet. Some of us, when we come over here, it's also because we're looking for those small opportunities that we can't get at home, back in Kenya. But it doesn't mean that you actually get them. You can get over here and get zero opportunity and end up in even more trouble, But fortunately for me, at least, because of my situation, for me it's easy, just like coming in and going through it. But, at least through the system, it recognizes me, etc. But it's still, even if you're born here, there's no privilege because you're born here. The only privilege is that you can get up and work. But now, where's the jobs? What jobs are there to do? The kinds of jobs that there are to do in Europe and in these parts of the world are non-professional jobs for people who are professionals like myself. And it's okay, I don't mind. You end up just like changing your mindset and tuning your mind to something totally different. For me, I see it as rest. But if I had to do this every single day, day in, day out, I don't really think I'll be able to do it, Because I don't mind caring for people, but at the same time, it's not something that I would consider to be a complete profession. But I tell you what I say to myself is, still, you'll be surprised that money actually pays you probably the same as it pays or more than it pays a professional back in Africa. Which is crazy. So I think it's very important not to choose work. You just do the work. Whichever work comes, you just do it, Close your eyes, just do it, whatever, For me, I have my limits. So I can work with people who I don't have to actually do a lot of personal care for, or any personal care for that matter. Companionship, hanging out with them, going shopping, who doesn't mind going shopping, that kind of thing. That's fine with me. I can do that. But there's some people, who have a heart. And by the way, all of us have had to at least at one point or the other, need the help of another person to look after us and care for us, right down to our, bare minimals. So that's really fine, and I really appreciate that. It's only that you have to have the heart for it as well, and strength for it. Some people are fantastic, and if they can do it, kudos to them. Over here, you'll be minting money. In the UK, you'll be minting money. Anything to do with childcare, anything to do with looking after the elderly, because the majority of people here are very old. So if you're looking after the elderly, if you have like a social work degree or a diploma, if you have like a nursing and social work and all that, oh boy, you'll be minting money. You should be looking for opportunities to come over here. But the rest of you who are team engineers and whatever, first of all, look at the color of your skin before you think of coming abroad to look for a job. Especially if you haven't actually gone through the education system here. Because what they do is they tend to discriminate quite a bit, yeah? So anyway, I don't know, how have you guys been though? Because I've really been missing you. I've been like online, like firing my bullets everywhere. Apologies to all those people I've been firing. Here's the opportunity, you can fire me back. But anyway, just touching base and saying hello, and hello to all of you guys. Hello, Mary Salon guys. Hello, Shiro, where are you? Hello. Well, you know what? Today I don't have any songs. I don't have any music playing because I really didn't organize myself. But I said to myself, Apana, I have to talk to you people. There's so much to chat about, so much to catch up on. I told you I was trying to find myself. I think I'm starting to find myself now. It's taken quite a bit of time. Sometimes you disconnect from yourself and now you have a time to reflect and review. It's good to take some time to reflect and review your life and plan and strategize and have vision without all that crowd in your mind, with all those voices from here and there, from the media, from people, etc. It's good just to sit and think if you can, sit, think, relax, reflect, reconnect with people that you haven't connected with, Anyway, you'll be seeing me much more often. So love to you, just passing you a lovely Sunday message and saying, you know what? have faith, be strong, be happy, make friends, connect with other people. Try to keep a very positive mindset no matter what you're going through, because that positive mindset is actually what's going to help you get through the whole thing and come out alive on the other side, isn't it? Yeah, I can tell you, I've got a couple, 1, 2 gray hairs here that can tell you that I know what I'm talking about. So guys, I love you, take care, and toodoo. We